Let me begin this video with a code from the first simple game in JavaScript. I'll now press the Enter key to run this game, just as a reminder of how it works. I type the number 987 in the first prompt and press the OK key. I then type the number 123 in the second prompt and press the OK key. And I get the output in the console. Alright, so you're familiar with this code and how it works. Now I'll write this app again, but this time I'll use an object to store the two numbers that I'll be comparing. Before I begin writing the updated code, what I want to do is to be able to read the code from the existing first game. I need to have this code that was just ran so that I can refer to it as I'm coding my new version of the game. However, I don't want the code to be ran. I want to still have it in the console, but I also want the JavaScript engine to ignore it. The best way to do this is to use a multi-line comment. A multi-line comment in JavaScript makes it ignore the code inside the comment completely. To start the multi-line comment, I need to add a forward slash with an asterisk, no spaces in between. And then I also need to close the multi-line comment, this time typing first the asterisk, then the forward slash. Okay, so now JavaScript will not even read the code in between the multi-line comment delimiters. This way, I'm free to add the new code for my game. I'll begin by using the let keyword to declare a variable named numbers. I'm assigning an empty object to the numbers variable. On the next line, I'm getting the user input using prompt and some descriptive text. I'm assigning the value that the user typed into the prompt to the N1 key on the numbers object. Note that the numbers object was empty, and I've added a brand new key of N1 just like that, out of the blue. This is perfectly fine and normal in JavaScript. In fact, it's done so often that you'll soon be doing it without even thinking about what's happening. Anyway, I'll add another result of the user input to another key on the numbers object. I'm naming this key N2. Moving on, I need to check if the value of the N1 key is less than the value of the N2 key. If it is, I'll console log that the numbers.N1 is less than the numbers.N2. And finally, I'll check if the value of numbers.N1 is greater than or equal to numbers.N2. And this completes my app. Let me now press the Enter key to run it. I get the first prompt and I give it the number of 321. I get the second prompt and I give it the number of 299. JS runs the comparisons and reports with the appropriate one. Alright, so I've successfully updated my first simple JavaScript game, and this time I've used the things that I've learned about the object's data type in the previous videos. Before I finish this video, there's one thing that I'd like to discuss. I would love to make it possible for JavaScript to run the first version of the app as well. In other words, I want to be able to choose whether I want JS to run the first version of the app or the second version of the app. With the multi-line JavaScript comment that I've taught you about in this video, I can only tell JavaScript to ignore some code altogether, but I cannot tell it to conditionally execute it. So, what I'll do in the next video is, I'll show you how to have the if statement execute multiple lines of code, instead of just executing a single line of code like it is right here.